everyone, and welcome back. My name is Jenny. Today I'm going to lead you through an upper body arm focused workout, but we're going to start with a little primal movement, set of primal movements for our warm up. If you've never attended a primal strength class before, this will give you a little introduction into what our classes look like. I'm teaching down at the South location on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. and I'd love to see you then. So let's get into it. We are going to start in a figure, what we call a figure 4 switch. So we're going to come down to the floor and bring our feet into a butterfly position. Now, a lot of times we try to dig these heels right up into our groin, but that's not really necessary. So starting here with the feet together, we are going to rock towards one direction, and you'll kind of see as we get into it. So we're going to rock. We're going to bring one foot in front of us. The hand is above the knee, and the other arm is pushing up. We're going to move much quicker after we get this down. Then we're going to come back to the center, rock and press through. Center, butterfly. Inhale. Exhale. Sitting up nice and tall, trying not to slouch. Follow your breath. Inhale. Exhale on the twist. You can even take the arms out of it if you need or want. 2 more each direction. Sitting up nice and tall. 1 more each direction. You're going to want a nice bit of space here for this warm up. Great job. All right, we're going to do a rock to sit with a little shoulder tap. So coming into our tabletop position, we're going to tuck our toes under, and we are going to push our body back. So we're going to first lift up the knees, push back, exhale, lean forward. Push back, notice the heels are lifted, come forward. So let's get this motion down. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists. And we're going to add on. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So this time we're going to rock back, press forward, tap left shoulder, right shoulder. Press back, tap, tap. Keep going. Press back, tap. Good. Keeping that back nice and flat. Trying not to wiggle too much to the left and the right, just like when we do plank shoulder taps. Those quads should be coming alive. 3 more. 2. And last one. Rest those knees. All right, we're going to go plank to frog to a crab toe tap. So it's quite a bit of things here, but I think you'll understand shortly. So come into your plank position, starting back in that tabletop, shoulders stacked over the wrist. I like to step 1 foot back, get a nice, sturdy position. Exhale and step back. From here, we're going to step our left foot forward and then our right foot forward into a frog pose. And I'll show you from the front in a minute. From there, we're going to put one hand behind us and the other for a crab. We're going to tap left and right. Where do you tap? You're going to aim to tap on the outside of the ankle, opposite arm to opposite ankle. From here, we're going to push back into frog, and then we'll walk out to our plank. So let me show you from the front. Starting at tabletop, shoulders over wrist. Exhale as you step back. Bring up one leg on an exhale and the other into frog. From here, we're going to reach behind us, one arm and the other into our crab position, like so. See, do my little crab move. Exhale, tap. Exhale, tap. So we inhale at the center and exhale. From here, push forward into your frog, and we're going to repeat that again. So here we go, coming out into your plank. Give yourself enough room to move. We're going to step into frog, back into crab, tap left, right, left, right. Exhale, come back to your frog and down to your plank. Good. Step right, then left. Reach behind you. Tap 1, 2, and 4. Push yourself back to your frog. Step back to plank. If you're ready for more, instead of stepping into frog, you can hop here on an exhale. Reach back for your crab. Good, come forward. Now you know the movement, let's do 4 more. You can also hop back to plank. Option to take out the hop and just step. Perfect. 3 more. Nice tall spine. Last one right here. Go ahead and finish. I don't know about you, but I am warm. All right, take a seat here. How are those quads feeling? So, our final primal warm-up move is a rock with option to squat. If this is your first time to ever rock to a squat, you might not be as successful as you hope. So give yourself a little grace, and let me show you the first part, and then I'll show you the second part. So we're going to option to grab behind the legs, behind the knees, or just to release. We want our feet a little wider, so not straight together. We're gonna rock backwards. Make sure you have room and you're not gonna hit anything. Sit up tall. Inhale back with a nice arched spine. So start here with me. And then we'll progress to the squat. Let's go 6. You're definitely gonna want a mat for this one. Trying to rock back a little bit further on the upper back as you feel ready. That's gonna be our momentum, last one. And here's the next move. Squat to stand, okay? Squat, round the back, exhale. Inhale, rock, exhale. If you're having a hard time getting your body up, here's your option. Just try that middle of the line. Rock. Can you get to flat foot? If you can, then you're ready for squat. If not, just keep practicing. As you're rocking, if the feet are together, it's gonna make it much harder to come to a squat or to a stand. So spread those feet a little bit. Here we go. 5 more of wherever your body is. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Last one. And come to stand. Great job. We're gonna grab some water, and you're gonna need your resistance bands. So, if you have this sort of resistance band, that's totally fine. I can show you how to work through these different movements using this band here. Otherwise, you're going to pull out your, I call them a booty band, a loop band, resistance band. I'm gonna have my medium and my light. Now, I'm gonna warn you, I noticed today when I pulled these out, it's been a while since I've used these, that they look like they are ready to snap in half at any moment. So if during this one snaps, I'm gonna scream, but we're gonna be okay. So It looks like it's about time for me to get a new set. I love these things because they are so easy to take on vacation or a trip or whatever. You don't have to worry about having a gym or anything like that. So we're going to get into our mini band workout. We have 5 moves that we're going to do today. We're going to cycle through those 5 moves probably 2 to 3 times. I'll kind of keep an eye on the time, and we'll make our decision from there. So starting with our rear shoulder fly. So you're going to take your band, and I'm going to show you both ways. For the first round, I'm going to show you with the band. You want the band to be down close to the elbows, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bend these arms at 90 degrees. We're going to bring them straight down in front of us, making sure our elbows are shoulder width apart. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together as we open our arms into a wide goalpost. Now, I'm going to be very careful with these because of that band. For those of you that have this sort of band, what you're going to do instead is you're going to pull towards the chest and back up. Exhale and inhale. No matter what band you use, go with control. This is not fast, fast, fast. This is slow and control. We're going to aim for 15. If you need to stop before 15, that's fine, as long as you are moving slow and in control. So I'm going to turn to the side. Make sure your body is stacked. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, over knees, over ankles. So if you kind of tend to have this or this, we want to straighten it all up. All right, you guys ready? Starting in front of you, 2 fists up. We're going to pull down and open and come back. I'm going to do half with this band and half with the other. Good, keep going. Opening as wide as your arms will let you. Notice the difference with this band. You can also put a foot behind you. I call it a kickstand. 5 more if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for our last pull down. So this time, take your band around the wrists, okay? So once you have your 15, band around the wrists. We're gonna bring our arms overhead, shoulder width apart, okay? So starting nice and tall right here. We're going to pull down behind. I'll show you from the back. Pull down here. Inhale, release. For those of you with the other band, same thing you just did, but we're going behind. Okay? Depending on your band, we have 15 of them. Let's get to it. Band is right around the wrist. Pull those elbows, so our palms are forward. Pull those elbows down. Aiming towards the waistline. Obviously, your elbows are probably not going to go to your waist. Watch your ponytail. Watch your neck. You could also do this seated. If the neck starts to give you trouble, come in front of your body. Five more. Again, option to stay in front of your face. Ooh. I think I have one more. Great. All right, back up to stand. We're going into tricep pull down. So with our band, we're going to hold the band in our right hand, and then we are going to cross it over our shoulder or your left hand, whatever works for you. Actually, I'm gonna go this way first. So I'm gonna put this up by my shoulder. It's not on my shoulder, just right here. I'm going to grab, put my hand through, and we are going to push straight down. Notice my palm facing the floor. So I'm gonna keep my elbow in line with my body, and I'm gonna push. Trying to get that arm behind you. Push back behind you. I'm gonna get a little bit stronger band. We have 15 of these. So as you get into this move, I'm gonna show you how to do it with the other band. So here we go. Cupping that shoulder for me right here. Squeeze the back of the arm. I'll just go ahead and show you how to use the other band on the other side since we have a right and a left. I hope you're sweating, I know I am. Aiming for 15. If you're wondering where your hand goes, I take my thumb on the outside, my palm is facing down. 5 more. Slow and control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead to the other side. If you're using this kind of band, couple of ways to do this, but really you could just do the same thing. So I'm going to be holding, I'm going to grab the, you can actually just grab one side if you want, and we're going to anchor and then push. And you just adjust the band to make it tighter. You got it. Exhale as you push. Squeeze the back of the arm. Think about if we were doing a tricep kickback, right? You most certainly could come here. Exhaling as you push back, last 5. 3, 2, things are probably shaking a little, and 1. Excellent work. All right, 2 more moves. We have our chest press next. So we're gonna kind of start the way we did on our pull down. Grabbing your band. This time, we are going to loop it around the shoulder, okay? Loop it around. We're going to hook our thumb. Palm is gonna face out. With my other hand, I'm going to cup my shoulder so that the band does not fly off, and we're going to push straight out with the palm. Push. Elbow stays nice and tall. Push. Keep that elbow nice and high instead of dropping low. If you need to adjust your grip, go for it. Things get sweaty, things get slippery. Five more. I'll show you the other band on the other side. 4, 3, great. All right, switch to the other side, or for those of you with your band, we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to loop it around, and I'm going to hold onto one end. Luckily, they have these lovely little handles, and we're going to push straight out. Make sure it's on your shoulder, on your shirt, I mean, so that you don't hurt yourself. Press. Keeping that arm nice and that elbow nice and high. Good. You see how that elbow stays up? If your band slides off, you can just loop it around and reset the body. Not as easy with this one, but still doable. You could also anchor it to your stairwell. We've done this before. So as you're finishing, let me show you here. So it becomes a press forward. And you create more tension this way. Finish up. 15 is your goal. All right, last move, bicep curl. I'm going to show you with the band since I already have it. It's going to look very different if you have this kind of band or the other. So if you have the other band, we're going to do right side then left side. You can do the same here where you just curl on the right side and then the left, or you can get an extra workout and curl both arms. So we're going to do 15 on the right, 15 on the left. So that gives you an option for 30. My friends with the band, we're coming down to the ground, kneeling position. The band is going to be under the arch of your foot. So I have, in the camera, I'm not sure what it looks like, but I have my left knee in front. Right toes, I'm going to tuck them under. You might want to put a pillow or double up your mat if your floors, this is stained concrete, so it's not all that comfortable. We're going to grab the band with the opposite hand. So not the hand on the side with the knee. We're going to keep a nice strong back. We're going to hinge forward and pull up. And this band is pretty tight, so I'm going to go for a little bit looser one. 15, go ahead. Hoping if it pops anywhere, it'll be right here. Oh yeah, it's definitely losing its strength. Poor little bands. They've seen many years of working out. I take these everywhere I go. 15. Good. So hinging forward, watching that bicep come to life. If you have a mirror, finish up, other side. So I'm going to switch to this guy for my left side. I'm going to stay standing. I could also come down to a kneeling position and join you there. Holding on to the slack with the other hand. Nice controlled movement. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing nice and tall. Before we go on to our second round, if you have the loop band, go ahead and slide it up above the knees. Actually, let's start with it down around our ankles. If you do not have this kind of band, you can just still do this with us. It'll just be a little less gruesome. So we're going to root down into a little squat stance here. We're going to make sure our ears are over our shoulders, and we're going to start to walk right and left. Nice, big steps. You can see I'm not moving very far, very fast. So maybe 4 one way and 4 the other. I'm going to go back a little more and give myself more room. Good. So it looks like this. They're wide, but they're small. Meet me back in the center from here. Stand tall. Maybe let those glutes release a little bit. You forget about your arms that we just worked. Spread those feet so that you got resistance on the band. We're going to move forward and backwards the same way. Slow and wide. Little steps. You're squatting down just slightly. And then backwards. Feeling those glutes turn on. Again, forward, maybe 6 to 8 steps, and then backwards. Woo, booty on fire. Again, forward, backward. Your glutes should be crying. Woo. All right, so now that you've forgotten about your arms, let's go back for round 2. Have a sip of water. And we're gonna do all that again. So, rear shoulder fly. We're gonna start with our band like this. We're going to come out so that we're squeezing the shoulder blades together, okay? So down and out. All righty. I'm going to use this guy here. This band is gonna go close to our elbows. If it's pulling your arm hair, I'm really sorry. It's not great for me either, but sometimes I can get the band just right. Okay, my booty is still burning from that. Okay, 90 degrees right in front of us. Kickstand behind you. Oh, try to let the dog have his moment back there. He loves to be part of the videos. Here we go. Exhaling on the effort. The hard part. Contracting those shoulder blades. Squeeze them behind you. Keep going. I'm just going to switch bands in case you need a little modeling for that. Five more. And 1. Ooh, mercy. All right, going into our lat pull down. Very similar, but also very different. Starting from way up, band around the wrist this time. So scoot the band up. We're going to pull behind our head. I don't know if you guys can see that. My arms are shaking. So loosen your tension if you need. Grab whatever band you need. I'm going to use this one. Kickstand behind us, and let's go. So if it's not enough tension, just scoot the fingers in. So this band is touching the top of my shoulders. Also, great chest opener here. I don't know about you, but I'm finding myself sitting in front of a computer all day, more so than I used to. If you need, right in front of your chest to give that neck a little rest. 3, 2, and 1. All right, tricep pull down. For my friends using this kind of band, if you want to anchor it about chest height. It's a little easier when you have an attachment point. And so for you, you can just go one arm at a time, push back. Or you can do both and get a double bonus workout. My friends with the band, let me remind you how to get in this position. So we're going to hold it up against the shoulder. So I loop my left hand through, put it on my right shoulder, and then hook my palm. My palm is going to face down, and I'm going to push behind me. Here we go. Pull that band down and away. Down and away. Aiming for 15 every time. 5 more. Chest press and bicep curler. We're going to work that booty again. 3, 2, 1. Other side. So Same way, loop it, cup the shoulder, hand in. Leaning forward just slightly. I don't know, something about this with the gravity makes it feel a little more fluid. Keep going, you've got 10 left. Remind you if you're with the bands. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Time for chest press. For those of you with your band, you can leave it anchored, and we're going to do a single arm press, 15 on the right, 15 on the left. And my friends with the loop band, let me remind you how to get here. Loop it around one shoulder. Okay. So we're going to have our thumb. We're going to hold this band that's rolling up a little bit, no big deal. Palm is out. We're going to press straight out. Keeping that elbow high, not low. Here. If this feels too easy, get a thicker band. Finishing up, 10. Bicep curl is next. 2, inhale, release. 1, other side. So anybody can just push and pull, right? But that's going to throw that body out of alignment. So really go slow and control. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, press. Inhale, control, pull back. Our whole lives we're in a rush, right? It's like from the moment we wake up, we just go, go, go. At least that's how my life tends to go. So this is the one place where I can really allow myself to slow down. 3 more. Even though my intuition is to just knock it out and get it done. As sweat drips down my back. All right, bicep curl. I'm going to stick with this band just because my little one is acting like it's going to snap at any moment. So coming down, looping your band, either one under the arch of your foot. Opposite hand is going to grab and you're going to curl up. So the reason I'm not using this band is because it's a little too heavy for what I'm trying to do. Here we go. You could definitely do this standing for those of you that have the band that I'm using right now. Not the mini band, not the booty band, but the resistance band. I'll show you another alternate. If you want to use the same hand as the leg, you can dig the knee into the elbow into the knee and finish that way. Okay, other side. So if that feels more natural to you, definitely go that route. 15. I've got a great little stretch for us, especially a great little chest opener. So something we've been doing in Primal Strength last week, working on opening that chest. So I can't wait to bring that to you here in just a few minutes. We're going to finish the bicep curl. We're going to work that booty just a little bit, and then we're going to end with a beautiful stretch. 5, All right. Placing your heavy or extra heavy band. This time, let's go above the knees. You'll notice that the placement of the band will affect your body differently. So we're going to go side to side, just like we did in the last round. Take those feet nice and wide. Squat down just a little bit to activate. Get your knees pushing on the band, so that that booty, the glute activates. Here we go. Maybe 4 to 6 steps this way. Perfect. How you feel? Good. Making sure we're not caved over. One more time. If you like it better around the ankles, by all means, little steps. And back. Oh yeah, that fires on. For me, the glutes, a lot more. All right, go ahead and slide the band down. We're going to do our forward walk and our backward walk. Nice wide stance. Little movement, come towards me. Back, 8, 6, 4, 2, again, forward, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, backward. If the glutes start to cramp up, rest, and then come on. Slow, wide, steady. Woo. Rest. Okay. Let's get ready for our stretch. So we're going to come down to the ground. And we're going to start in a tabletop position. We were here at the start of the workout. So coming into your tabletop position, palms are flat, right underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, push back, and just hold right here. It's kind of like a down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hover your tabletop. Push back and hold. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale, press to tabletop. 3 more. Hold. Inhale, exhale, press, hover. Ears over shoulders. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. From here, push your body up, step those feet back, and find your downward facing dog. Noticing, at least for me, my heels do not meet the floor, and that's okay. We're going to press into our palms, and then we can pedal right heel, left heel, right heel, just so you can see what that feels like. 1 more each side. Looking at those toes and pressing back into your down dog. Take the knees down, come down to the belly. Okay, you may actually want to stay seated for a moment so that you can watch how this happens. If you feel a little bit of discomfort at first, see if you can breathe through it. If it's too much, then definitely modify or come back out of it. We're going to be lying on our bellies. Hopefully your mat is clean. Face down, arms in a T. We are going to initiate with the leg closest to the screen, and we're going to flip it over. Here, noticing that I've got my shoulder down on the ground. This arm that was out, you're going to bring it and support yourself here. Inhale and exhale. If it feels better for you to lift the head, for me it feels better to lay it. Inhale, exhale. Listen to your breath as we stretch. So for me, I'm on my tippy toe. If you can put your foot flat, by all means. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, flip it back over. Reset the body. Here we go. Other side, arms are out to a T. Right ear down to the floor, at least for me. Looking away. Flip the top leg and roll into, ooh, I just heard a lovely little crack in my back. Bring this arm, slide it to you, and anchor yourself. Noticing how it feels on this side. More flexible, less flexible. For me, this side is much easier. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, start to come out of it. Good, bring those hands to the center, press yourself up. One final stretch for that little bit of glute work that we did. If this is too much for you, you can do your basic figure 4 stretch, which will give you an amazing stretch on your glute. We're going to bring the bottom leg, whichever one you decide is the bottom leg, into the booty, and we're going to bring the top leg across. Now, you may need to adjust those sits bones a little bit. We want to get our knees stacked over one another. And from here, we're going to sit up nice and tall. You can grab for the feet, the toes, the ankles, whatever works for you. Sitting up nice and tall, and if it feels good for you, you're going to hinge forward. Perhaps you even crawl forward a little bit. I don't have a ton of flexibility in this position, but I can still get a really good stretch here. And if you need to reset your body, reset. If this is easier for you, you could come and just a kind of crisscross position, and you could hinge forward here, stretching that right glute or whatever leg is on top. If all of that's still too much, you've got your figure 4 option. So while you're stretching, just let me show you. Your flexed foot goes in front of your knee. You're pressing up, sitting as tall as you can. If you need to make more space, scoot yourself apart. For me, I gotta scoot closer to get a good stretch. Ears over shoulders if you're in this position. Otherwise, folding into that glute stretch. And exhale, release. So to come out of this, you bend those elbows and come out. Let's go to the other side. So now I'm going to take my right foot into the glute, bringing my other leg on top, seeing how your flexibility, range of motion is on this side. Adjusting those sits bones, you might even need to lift your booty up to get nice and flat onto the ground. I'm definitely not as flexible over here. Sitting up nice and tall, hinging forward. I'll show you from the side just because I want it to be clear. So again, we don't want to be here. Here. Even if this is as far as you go. Maybe you crawl in. Maybe you can drop your forearms, or maybe you release the head for your stretch. Your other option is that crisscross and folding, or your figure 4 with a flexed foot. Nice and tall. 3 final breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale to release. You guys did an amazing job today. I hope you enjoyed our more primal movement-focused warm-up. We worked our upper body with our booty band, our mini band, or our resistance band, threw in a little bit of booty work in between, and then finished with an amazing stretch. If that belly laying down opener for your chest was really difficult, try it each night and see if you don't get a little bit of extra flexibility. I look forward to seeing you sometime, hopefully at the climbing gym, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. And I can't wait to see you then. Bye, guys.